The purpose of this presentation is to review the financial and accounting procedures in order to obtain funding from Thunderbird Student Government. All clubs that receive funding for the trimester are considered active clubs, which means that they have received enough allocations from Club Day equal to or exceeding 3% of the student population. For example, if there are 500 students enrolled, 3% of 500 is 15. The club therefore would require 15 students to allocate to a club for it to be considered active. Clubs that do not meet this requirement are inactive and can only use the remaining balance from the previous trimester. If clubs are inactive for more than 2 trimesters, the balance is transferred to the general TSG account. Event request forms can be found on MTB through the TSG homepage. If you look to your left, you'll see a list of items including documents and forms. This link will take you to the Documents and Forms page that has attachments of all forms required for events and reimbursements. The first step to holding an event on campus is to fill out the event request form. This must be done 7 days in advance, meaning the complete filled-out document must be submitted 7 days in advance. This means that all signatures, such as the TSG office manager, Chartwell's, and security, must be completed. Event request forms are required for all club events that are held on campus, including events at the pub. All event request forms must be submitted in person to the office manager at the TSG office. Once again, this must be done 7 days in advance. If the event includes off-campus food, such as pizza from Papa John's, etc., you must provide an Arizona food license with a gold rating that must be submitted with the event request form. All clubs must submit to participate in regional nights. Funds for food or music for regional nights must be requested 7 days in advance. Reimbursement request forms are the process established for funding clubs. No clubs will be funded in advance unless it is related to food or music for regional nights to a vendor and not to a student. This form can be found on the TSG homepage under Documents and Forms as stated earlier. On-campus catered events must go through Chartwell's. Please be aware of facts related to food. Chartwell's usage increases the cost of the event. Outside catering is allowed but requires 5-star gold rating. Chartwell's works under direct billing. Estimates for event catering through Chartwell's must be submitted to the TSG treasurer and no reimbursement request form needs to be filled out, but the estimate and final invoice must be submitted to the treasurer. Do not forget the event request form with the estimate and invoice. If the amount changes after the event, please submit an adjustment to the treasurer. All final invoices should be sent to the treasurer in order to make sure the correct amount is entered into the TSG accounting system. The reimbursement request form must be submitted within 7 days after the event in person at the TSG office on campus. Please make sure all receipts are highlighted as to what is included in the request for funds. Please be clear as to who the check needs to be payable to. The treasurer of TSG keeps track of all club rollover balances, transfers, allocations, and expenditures. The treasurer of each club is responsible for their own club's accounting. It is not the responsibility of the TSG treasurer to solve funding issues of each club. Each club should be aware of their current balance. The TSG treasurer can assist with reconciling any differences. Please contact the TSG treasurer via email describing any discrepancies. If clubs go over allocated line item amounts, then they will be held personally responsible for the difference. Gift card acknowledgments require 2 forms: the gift card acknowledgement form and the gift card verification spreadsheet. The first form seen here is an acknowledgement that a gift card was received. This second form is a list of recipients who received gift cards. This is done in order to track individuals who receive over a few $100s of gifts. When an individual gets to a certain level, their gifts become taxable. In order to receive funding for gas mileage, you must include 3 items. 1 is the mileage traveled. 2 is receipts from gas consumption. And 3 is a Google map with the route and mileage. The deadline for reimbursement request forms is Monday at 12 noon. The checks are then distributed on Thursday. Each individual will be contacted via email that their check is ready at the TSG office located on campus. If you submit a request after Monday at 12 noon, you will receive your check the following Thursday. The maximum time to receive reimbursements is 10 days. Current club balances are located on the TSG homepage under Club Balances. Club balances are posted at each month end. Please contact the treasurer if there are any discrepancies between your club's accounting and TSG's general ledger. Please feel free to email with any questions regarding the finance or accounting procedures regarding TSG funding. TSG office hours are posted at the TSG office.